well. So just starting now. So welcome everyone to this live broadcast with Claire. We are going to be doing some tapping today on staying sane this summer. And I did a survey recently that was asking mums what their biggest challenges were about staying sane in the summer, and some of the things they come up with, so let me know if you can relate to any of those.
Okay.
Are packing to go away, keeping kids occupied, trying to please everyone when everyone has different needs, trying to fit in too much, going stir crazy with your kids, and the kind of feelings that it was bringing up for people are things like feeling frazzled, impatient, stressed, overwhelm, exhaustion, guilt for having all of those feelings. So just to dive right in there, does any of that, can you relate to any of that?
Definitely. I think maybe just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the kind of long summer looming, definitely, and also maybe kind of thinking, having to think of occupying the children, and also, getting stuff done while they're still around as well. Definitely some of those I can definitely relate to.
Great. So when you think about feeling overwhelmed, long summer looming, how are you going to occupy them while still getting everything that needs to be done what's the strongest feeling that comes up for you?
I think just maybe feeling anxious, maybe a little bit about it, or just kind of a bit, oh my goodness, how am I gonna do this sort of thing. Definitely.
Okay. Just to say, if I glance over here every so often, it's because I've got like my Facebook in. It's not because I'm not paying attention.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay. So, and when you think of that anxious feeling and how am I going to get it all done, where do you feel that in your body?
Sort of in my tummy, I think. Yeah.
And if you had to describe the sensation in your tummy, what would that be?
Probably just like butterflies.
Butterflies. Okay. And if you had to rate that anxious butterfly feeling in your tummy on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the most stressful and 0 being not stressful at all, what number would you give that?
Probably like a 7, something like that.
7. Okay. So we're going to be doing some tapping. Now, you've told me that you're familiar with tapping, but for those who are watching who may not be, it's like acupuncture for emotions. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. It's also known as tapping. And by tapping on these various points, it can be calming and help bring about more peaceful feelings. So if you're going to be following this video with us, the invitation is to do what I do and say what I say. And if anything feels uncomfortable, simply don't do it. And so if you do agree to tap along with me, please take responsibility for your own well-being. So with that said, let's get going. So we're going to start with tapping on the side of the hand. Either hand's fine. And Claire, for you as well, if I say anything that doesn't feel right, please let me know and we can change it. So even though I feel anxious about how am I going to do all this, and it feels like butterflies in my tummy, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel anxious, and it's like butterflies in my tummy, I deeply and completely accept myself. And we'll repeat that one more time. Even though I have this anxious feeling in my tummy when I think about the long summer holidays, I deeply and completely Accept myself.
Accept myself.
So tapping through the points now, starting with the top of the head, and again, just repeat these words. These long looming summer holidays.
These long looming summer holidays.
Occupying the kids.
Occupying the kids.
Getting stuff done.
Getting stuff done.
Anxious.
Anxious.
How am I going to do it all?
How am I going to do it all?
Butterflies in my tummy.
Butterflies in my tummy.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Long summer looming.
Long summer looming.
How am I going to occupy the kids?
How am I going to occupy the kids?
And get stuff done.
And get stuff done.
Anxious.
Anxious.
Butterflies.
Butterflies.
In my tummy.
In my tummy.
Overwhelm.
Overwhelm.
Occupying the kids.
Occupying the kids.
Long summer looming.
Long summer looming.
Put your hands in the center of your chest and say the word transform and take a deep breath.
Transform.
So if you were to rate now the anxiety or the anxious feeling on a scale of 0 to 10 right now, what number would you give that?
Maybe like a 3 or 4.
Okay, great. So that's gone down. And how are the butterflies in your tummy as you tune into that now?
They're still there a little bit, but not as much as they were before when I think about it.
Okay. And any other thoughts or feelings come to mind when you when you think about that again?
Maybe actually feeling a little bit excited about the summer holidays.
Great.
Get to spend some time with the kids rather than them, being at school all day.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so let's do another round. So even though
I
have some of this remaining anxious feeling,
I have some of this remaining anxious feeling,
and some excitement coming in, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have some remaining anxious feeling,
I have some remaining anxious feeling
about the looming summer holidays,
and
a little bit of excitement
of
actually spending time with my kids instead of them being at school. I deeply and completely accept myself and all my feelings. So tapping through the points now. Remaining anxiety. Remaining feeling in my tummy. And noticing my excitement. About spending time with my kids. I'm open to the possibility. Of finding easy ways. To enjoy the summer. And enjoy my kids. And still get stuff done. Maybe I don't know what that's going to look like yet. And that's okay. I'm open to the possibility. Of trusting. And knowing that what needs to get done. Will get done. And what won't. Remaining anxiety. And noticing this excited feeling. Remaining anxiety. And noticing this excited feeling. I wonder what it would be like. If I could let go.
If I could let go
completely
completely
to this anxious feeling.
to this anxious feeling.
I wonder what new thoughts
I wonder what new thoughts
would come into my mind
would come into my mind
if I didn't spend my mind, if I didn't spend my time
if I didn't spend my time
thinking about all the things which are difficult in the summer.
thinking about all the things which are difficult in the summer.
I wonder if I'd find new ways
I wonder if I'd find new ways
of managing my time
of managing my time
and my children's time
and my children's time
so that there can be a flow
so that there can be a flow
to the day
to the day
where I have time,
where I have time,
they have time,
they have time,
we all have time.
we all have time.
And put your hands in the center of your chest and say transform and take a deep breath.
Transform.
Hi Lisa, I think we've got Lisa Mayton joining us. Lovely, thank you. I hope you've been tapping along with us. So how are you doing now?
I feel a lot calmer, definitely. Feel a lot calmer.
Good.
And maybe not so, I don't feel so overwhelmed at thinking about, the sort of long summer holidays. Yeah, I can perhaps think of things that we can do, definitely.
Great. And the anxious feeling, is that still there at all?
I think it's still there a tiny bit, but yeah, I'd say it's maybe like a 1 rather than a 10, definitely.
Great. Okay. Should we try and get rid of that one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you feel like you can get rid of it, or do you feel like you need to keep it? Because sometimes people have this thing, oh, I need to keep it, and then they reel up a whole load of reasons why it needs to be there. So I'm just curious whether that's...
You know, Tamara, that we're moving house, so I think that's what the anxious is in the summer holidays.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
One is still there, that tiny little, oh my goodness. But I definitely feel less overwhelmed about, obviously, thinking of things to occupy the children, but just thinking about, how they will adapt to that change and how it will be different in our new house. So yeah.
Great, that's a really good point. So I know that you wanted to tap on that, but maybe we can do that another time, because it's also sort of like another whole thing that we could do. So how about if there was a quality that you could bring into your summer holiday that would help you have more ease and flow, or whatever it is that you feel you need? What quality would that be?
I think quality is a tricky one, definitely.
So
I always think, I don't know if it's a quality, but I always think a challenge is trying to kind of have less screen time for the children whilst you're also trying to get stuff done, because they are sort of always keen to be on the screens, and I do try and limit that. But so yeah, maybe sort of just more family time together when we're doing other things, being outside, doing things that don't involve them just wanting to be inside on the screens all the time, which I'm sure that lots of people can kind of relate to.
I'm sure
that's a quality, but
yeah. So just if you imagine yourselves like doing lovely activities outside, how would that make you feel?
I guess fulfilled would be fulfilled, or content. Yeah, content and contentment.
Lovely. So shall we do some tapping to increase the feeling of fulfillment and contentment? So if you put your hands in the center of your chest, and before I do, I just want to say hello to is it Gemma? Jenny. Sorry, it's my eyesight, I can't read my screen. So do tap along with us. Okay, so just repeat after me. I want to feel more fulfilled.
I want to feel more fulfilled.
And more content.
And more content.
In the summer holidays.
In the summer holidays.
Even though we're moving house.
Even though we're moving house.
I want to feel completely and deeply.
I want to feel completely and deeply.
Content and fulfilled.
content and fulfilled.
Whatever unfolds in the summer.
Whatever unfolds in the summer.
And take a deep breath. And I want even more contentment.
And I want even more contentment.
And feeling of being fulfilled.
And feeling of being fulfilled.
And take a deep breath. So tapping through the points now, starting with the top of your head. I want to feel content.
I want to feel content.
And fulfilled.
And fulfilled.
And take a deep breath. And then we're going to introduce another point, which is the centre of the eyebrow just above the eyebrow, centre of the forehead just above the eyebrows, called the third eye. And I want even more of these feelings.
I want even more of these feelings.
And take a deep breath. And beginning of the eyebrow, even if it seemed like a miracle.
Even if it seems like a miracle.
Given that we're moving house.
Given that we're moving house.
And all that involves.
And all that involves.
And take a deep breath. And side of the eye. And if you did feel content and fulfilled, where would you feel that in your body?
I think probably sort of on the left side near the heart, probably.
Okay. So I'm open to the possibility.
I'm open to the possibility.
Of feeling content and fulfilled.
Of feeling content and fulfilled.
On the left side in my heart.
On the left side in my heart.
And take a deep breath. And under the eye. And if you were able to feel that contentment and fulfilled in your heart, what other full feeling would be there for you?
I guess happiness, obviously, yeah.
I'm open to the possibility.
I'm open to the possibility.
Of feeling happiness.
Of feeling happiness.
And take a deep breath. And under the nose. And if that happiness had a colour, what colour would it be?
Like yellow.
Yellow. Was that light yellow or yellow?
Yellow.
Yellow. Yellow happiness.
Yellow happiness.
In my heart.
In my heart.
Feeling content.
Feeling content.
And fulfilled.
And fulfilled.
And take a deep breath. And on the chin, yellow happiness.
Yellow happiness.
Of feeling content and fulfilled.
Of feeling content and fulfilled.
Infusing every cell.
Infusing every cell.
Every atom.
Every atom.
And every molecule.
And every molecule.
Of my whole entire being.
Of my whole entire being.
And take a deep breath. And moving to your collarbone point. Yellow happiness.
Yellow happiness.
Radiating out.
Radiating out.
Into every fibre of my being.
Into every fibre of my being.
Take a deep breath. And under, no, we're going to move to actually the thumb point, which is just at the corner of the thumbnail, just here, and let me show you just here. Radiating that happiness.
Radiating that happiness.
Into the rest of my day.
Into the rest of my day.
The rest of the summer holidays.
The rest of the summer holidays.
Particularly moving day.
Particularly moving day. And
take a deep breath. And moving on to the first finger, same point. radiating this happiness
radiating this happiness
out into the rest of the year
out into the rest of the year
and the rest of my life.
and the rest of my life.
And take a deep breath. And moving into the middle finger, radiating this happiness
Radiating this happiness
into my children
into my children
and all of my family.
and all of my family.
And take a deep breath. And moving on to the ring finger, radiating this happiness
Radiating this happiness
into my work
into my work
and into my new home.
and into my new home.
And take a deep breath. And moving on to the little finger, radiating this happiness
Radiating this happiness
into the whole area where I'm moving to,
into the whole area I'm moving to,
the whole of England,
the whole of England,
and the whole of the world.
and the whole of the world.
And take another deep breath. And moving to the side of your hand, radiating this feeling
Radiating this feeling
even further
even further
into the whole entire universe.
into the whole entire universe.
And take a deep breath. And then bringing that feeling into your heart and say transform and take a deep breath.
Transform.
So how are you doing?
Yes, good, thank you. Feel a lot calmer, definitely.
Great, good. Okay, is it okay to stop there then?
Yes,
the tapping?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on to my blab, my broadcast. I really appreciate it. I really hope that any of you who are watching now are also getting the benefits from that, and that you have an amazing summer holiday and an amazing moving. Is the move in the holidays?
Hopefully, yes. Yeah, hopefully it will
Fingers
be.
crossed for you.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, thanks for inviting me. Really
cool. You're very welcome. And I've got a little gift for you. So I've got my favourite cards, which are called my Crazy Sexy Love Notes, and I'm going to choose one for you.
Okay.
So shall I choose it for the summer or for moving? What would you like your intention to be?
Choose it for moving.
Okay, so let's see what we've got. Okay, so it says offer your love.
Oh, interesting.
And what it says is, okay, I mean, it doesn't seem relevant to moving, but maybe it's useful for you. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold, while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today.
Oh.
So that's your card.
Yeah.
And if you like, after this call, if you want to send me your address, then I'm happy to post this to you if you want it. And just to tell everyone watching that if you would like to benefit more from tapping and staying sane this summer, I've got an event this evening, which is going to be a tapping, a group tapping broadcast, which you can join in if you want to. The details are on my new website, which I'm super excited about, and I've got the link here, which I'll just post it. For those of you watching on the Facebook group, I know that you've got access to that event as well, and it's on my website tamaradon.com, and it's called Stay Sane this summer. So Claire, thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful summer and a wonderful move. And well, I know that we're going to be catching up in the autumn, so I look forward to doing that with you on lots of different reasons why. So thank you again, and have a lovely afternoon.
Andrew, take care tomorrow. See you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.